Harlem Farr is a multi-instrumentalist and a songwriter who's participating in a range of musical projects, including her own EP. I talk one-on-one with Harlem for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Harlem Farr, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Hi.
I'm bringing you on Quintin's Close-Ups, ma'am, because obviously you're a full-time multi-instrumentalist and a songwriter participating in a range of musical projects here in Charleston and across the United States. So tell me, what's new, what's now with your music?
Yes, so currently just popped over from the studio because I'm working on mixing right now for my upcoming EP. We're getting closer and closer to where I'm going to announce it, but just know that the EP is coming, it's recorded, we're mixing, and everything's in motion. A single will be coming out this spring.
This spring. So why this EP? Why now?
Yeah, I've just been telling myself for a while. I started making music, writing songs seriously in 2017. So from that, I was just like, I'm going to make an EP, and it just kind of never happened. So I was like, I'm going to commit to actually doing this. And I started the process in August, and I've actually followed through. And so it was just, I had to.
Yes, ma'am. So from 2017 to right now, what is the biggest difference about writing songs?
Life experiences, actually, having something to pull from, difficulties, but also great, beautiful inspirations as well, and just growth. I mean, I was 18 then, I'm about to turn 25, so as you can imagine, a lot of changes. And I picked up more instruments, so I wasn't a guitarist then, I wasn't a bassist, but I played the keyboard. That was my first instrument, and I was a singer. So,
wow. So you're picking up all of these new instruments now, Miss Harlem. So which instrument describes you?
What instrument describes me? That's actually a hard one, but I will tell you my favorite. It's bass. It just has me these days.
Wow.
Yeah.
And well, let me ask you this: which other instruments are you using to actually enhance your music?
I'm using honestly just all that I'm familiar with. So bass and guitar, keys. But with this record, it's a mix of everything. It's nylon string guitars, it's steel string guitars, it's electric guitars, electric bass, synth bass. So it's just whatever I need to use,
Yes, ma'am. And before all this, what were you actually using to obviously get your music out?
Before this EP?
Yes, ma'am.
I used DistroKid, so that was pretty easy. It's fairly easy to just upload your own music these days. So.
Wow. And how has the music industry changed you as a person?
Oh, I don't feel like I'm in it. I do know that I'm connected within, association associated with it. I have my own sort of perception and just aim to stay as grounded and as human as possible, because you essentially have to sell yourself. So just trying to figure out what that means to me and how I can just make my music in the most sustainable, ethical way. That's where my head is.
How do you make your music ethical and sustainable in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I'm really trying to get in tune with the business side as of lately. So I'm learning just language and the different registries and things that I have to do, on the business end to protect my ideas and music and stuff. But I'm no expert. I'm really a baby at this. So yeah, but I have people who have been doing it for a while, so I just, hit them up and research and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. What from the business side of music has actually surprised you the most?
Just surprised. I guess I could see it coming. You have to register your music and your songs and get them copyrighted and published, because the way that these very accessible distribution services like DistroKid, they have kind of just little loopholes where they can grab your things, and you know it's in the terms, but you just want your music to be out. And so like just balancing like, okay, as a baby artist, like I'm just gonna do what I need to do. But then after a while, you gotta be smart, and that's just like I feel like turning 25. I'm like, okay, I gotta be mature. I gotta like, handle actual business. So
Absolutely. So, Miss Harlem, let me ask you this: how do you then put your music out there and not actually limit yourself?
mm, I like to go for what I hear, and I just create what I create what I like. Yes, but it seems to connect with people, so I'm just following what I've been doing. Truly.
Truly, yes, ma'am. So, which one of your songs that you've written over the years actually connects with the people?
I know that a large song, Energy, is spelled INNERG. That was my very first single that I put up on all streaming platforms. Yeah, that really had a big wave, and people are still taking to it. And I'm really grateful that that was like a first impression, I guess, for me as an artist.
As an artist. And I wanted to ask you this too, but what song has been a testament to your musical growth?
Um, bro, it's not out yet. I don't think it's out yet. I mean, the growth is there. If you go to my like page, you can see from 2021 to now, like the different releases, and there's
That's what I was getting at. Yes.
evident growth there. But like what I'm working on now would definitely be like here's where I am.
Yes, ma'am. And how are your listeners able to increase their intuition and obviously self awareness to your music?
I'm also a teacher, a music teacher. So I really like to get inside music and just help people like listen to music. And so with the music that I make, I mean, there will be like beats and drums on this EP, but I I really encourage intentional listening. So like headphones, or like really listening to the bass, or really listening to the words, the melody. That's how I want to pass forward my music. Like it's something for you to really digest.
What else are you digesting when it comes to the music industry?
Just connecting with the right people, and I've been really grateful that I have been. People who don't ask me for a dime. Like shout out Wolfie, my engineer. Like he's just really helping me out, trying to just get this done. And I've, definitely compensated him, but he has just been so patient with me because he believes in the work that I'm doing. So just people like that, collaborators, Noah Jones, just other folks that I've just connected also through the internet. I mean, that's the main piece of this music industry thing, just keeping the real ones, there.
Mm. And you talk about obviously the real ones. Who do you want to collaborate with next when it comes to your music?
Who do I want? I don't know if you're familiar. There's this producer and artist. His name is DJ Harrison, and he's really hip and cool. He's from Richmond, Virginia, but I'm a huge fan. Like a lot of his songs are in my library. Like I'm always listening to his music, and so I would love to collaborate with him. I have other, goals, but that's the first that comes to my mind.
Wow. So, what else is on your music playlist these days?
Ooh, it's always Brazilian music. So I'm always listening to some Elis Regina. Always listening to Stevie Wonder. I've been studying vocalists, so I've been studying Aretha Franklin. Always listening to jazz, neo soul, D'Angelo, Minnie Riperton was definitely a North Star to me.
Wow. Wow, that is really amazing. And how have you better understood yourself and your music by listening to other people's music?
Ooh, I can talk about Minnie. Just very dreamy, very dreamlike, very much a voice of soothing, and like she's gonna tell you like the deeper stuff, and like I just kind of always took to that way of expressing. So like my lyrics are very coded and kind of very deep or poignant, like telling you the discomforts. So I just like, she helps me she gives representation to like, here's a voice of just like helping and soothing to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is really, really, really amazing. Well, Miss Harlem Farr, thank you so much for your time. And again,
Oh,
welcome to
thank
Quintin's
you.
Close Ups. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is great.